Alright, here we go. So, I don't have a strict time limit tonight. But, I gotta work on the finale, man. This is the only free time I have, and I've been using it to play Animal Crossing. I've got a finale to do. I did not work at it at all yesterday because of, how late everything was. And I was so fucking tired. So I just went to bed afterwards. But I gotta work on it today. We of course gotta do cliffs and all that. Hotel room, we'll do all of that. But at least for this, fuck. Hey, Celeste is here. I'm running out of time. And not in like a fun Hamilton way, but just in a, I'm running out of time. Yeah, look at that. We gotta get a whole next third of this thing done. Okay, there's our fake painting from Red. There's a letter from Phoebe. Yeah. It's good that I've already done, like, a third of it. I've already filmed a third. Shit. So I don't got that to worry about. But I still have more I gotta do. Where's my shovel? There we go. So yeah, I just gotta... We have 139 iron. Holy crap. Alright, there's that. Alright, let's go hit some rocks and do some stuff. Our morning, afternoon, 20 minutes. All rocks today, wow. Yeah, I got a finale. I think I'll be fine. I know the last finale I did, I got done, I don't want to say real quick, I definitely rushed it, and I don't know, it's one of the better videos I've made. I'm not gonna say it's terrible or anything. There's at least one change I would have made. Given a second chance, there's at least one change I would have made. Which is different than the Season 1 finale, which there were 2 changes I would have made. Because other than that, I think the Season 1 finale is the best video I've ever done. I still, to this day, I'll go back and occasionally rewatch it, and it's so good. It's more or less exactly like I pictured it. I would have changed one scene, added in one new scene, and that's about it. I'm still very proud of that video, and it sucks that nobody gives a shit. It got 30 views and that was it. To be fair, I think that's better than the Season 2 finale, which got half that. But I'm still proud of it, dang it. And it's better than the Splat Art Online, which got 2. That one's okay. I still like the vision for it. The In Search of Diamonds one I still think is good. Again, one scene I would change if I could do it all again. Other than that, I do really like that one. Hey, Celeste. A recipe. Yes, give me some big astronomical things. That's what I need. I need big... I mean, the moon works. Actually, I just had an idea. Nah, I can't do that. Not now. What's up, Patty? We're still basically running out of storage space. Nothing has changed. We'll go up there later. Yeah, okay, we'll come back for that. I know, we know where 1 is for sure. And we'll find the rest. It's probably the one over. Nope. I feel like more times than not, that one singular rock sticking out has actually been a good sign for the money rock. And I screwed that one up, really? I felt like we were doing pretty good there. I guess not. Never realized how bad weeds are in this game. Like, the fact that basically every day we've got more weeds. That kind of sucks. Okay, we'll harvest that junk later. We're not in any rush. Because, yeah, we're one achievement closer to blackout. We gotta help a villager. That's the hard one. But luckily, it shouldn't be too hard, because it can be simple things. Like, simple things also help out villagers. Like finding, like, a diary or something. If we could find a lost diary, oh, that would be so nice. Oh, that was a gyroid? I guess I'll throw it in the line with the others. Alright, there we go. There's our fossil. I haven't heard a single shooting star yet. Normally, whenever Celeste shows up, that means shooting stars. Alright, let's go give the stuff to Blathers. What do you mean we only have... Did I really get another fucking... Oh my god, this game. I thought I had them all. No, we're always missing one. Because yeah, we got 2 gyroids today. Oh, we already know that one. The DIY recipe I really need is the cutting board. Because even though cutting board sounds pretty like, oh, that's a standard one. No. And we need the... It's weird. Because the game gives you a DIY recipe that needs a cutting board. But they don't actually give you the cutting board. I don't entirely get it, but that's what they did. Welcome, how can I help you? Assess my fossils. Let's take a closer look. Indeed. So I think that means he's seen them all? Yep. What are they? T-Rex, T-Rex. We can almost make a full T-Rex. Balance statue, what? Upon closer examination, this is a fake. I cannot accept forgeries. Nope, that's it, Blathers. And there's our thing, which gets us one step closer. Oh, wait, that's a fossil one? There's a fake art one. I was like, it's somewheres in here. We haven't been to the Roost in forever. Let's get our cup of coffee. Meanwhile, I'm gonna have a sip of water. Good stuff. Oh. I was watching Museum of Twitter before I got started. Great series. Go check it out. Tons of... As someone who's, you know, my biggest vice is Twitter still. Museum of Twitter is great. Because, yeah, that's... Oh, I can order at the counter. Yeah, Museum Twitter is one of those things where it's like, yeah, it chronicles me back through a bunch of, you know, classic tweets I've seen, a bunch I didn't. Like, I've known almost none of the sports tweets for Sports Tweet Saturday. But it also is important because, you know, we're living in the downfall era of Twitter. So having, you know, a series that chronicles it is good. Alright, we'll just leave that there. Hey, Raymond Somer. What's up? If you don't get that reference, Raymond Somer, I want to say that was Andrew Patton, a Rooster Teeth guy, back on Fuckface. I mean, he technically doesn't work for the company, but he was, you know, associates. And I want to say he had like a fake alias as Raymond Somer, and it was like this big twist reveal thing. It was... God, Fuckface was a really good podcast back in the day. No idea what they're up to now. But they were a really good podcast. Some real funny stuff. Ooh. I don't know what I need that for, but I could use that. 51. Oh. I don't know if that's good or not. I don't think that's good. I mean, it's a bad number, but like what it indicates for everything else. Shit. Okay, so we are in fluctuating. So the highest we could possibly get is 132. I'm gonna go harvest those potatoes real quick. I forgot to do that. I was like, I came up here for a reason. Yeah, fucking... Oh, and we should see if we can get more sugarcane from Leaf. Or maybe they'll have, like, tomatoes or something. That'd be new. Yeah, I fucking... Oh, no. Okay, if 130 is our max... I mean, we might still have enough money to pay off everything. I don't know. I have like 100K in the bank. I just that small spike doubling our money we really like desperately needed. Yeah, I was like, that should be a good chunk of change. Alright, let's go. Let's do this first. And then we'll go do everything else. We'll go do the hotel. We'll talk to Leaf. We'll do all that jazz. But let's do this part first. Where do I want to cut it? It's a pretty big area. Maybe... I don't know. There's a part of me that thinks we cut it, like, right here. And this gives us... Okay, maybe one over, actually. Okay, this might not actually work. Because we might come button up against this cliff here. Fuck. Just making more work for myself. Because, yeah, I think we need that free line. So that way we can get rid of that up there. So while we're doing this, you know, pressing A 1,000 times, what do I have to talk about today? There is a state of play announced for Thursday. So that's coming up very soon. I will not be live reacting to it. It is on a Thursday after all. And so I kind of, you know, don't have the flexibility to do that. It's, you know, I can do Nintendo Directs because they're like, you know, later in the day. But a state of play, not exactly in the cards. So I probably won't be reacting to the state of play. At least, I don't think I can, because, you know, I'm at work the whole time. But we'll definitely talk about it in chat, and, you know, depending on what we're doing here, we'll talk about it here as well. Yeah, predictions? I have no predictions. I was thinking about it, because I saw someone make a video that was like, oh, my predictions for the state of play? God of War Egypt, God of War remakes, God of War 2D game, Bloodborne 2, Bloodborne remaster, Parappa, bring back Parappa the Rappa, bring back Sly Fox, or Sly Cooper, I mean, bring back Jak and Daxter. You know, they had all these like crazy predictions, and it's like, bitch, none of that's gonna happen. Like, at most, you get that 2D God of War game. And that's it. Like, instead, they're just going to spend 20 minutes talking about the new Horizon game. You know, the new multiplayer one. Which, okay, speaking of that, I'm not going to... I don't plan on talking about that. I had the realization the other day that the Horizon series, which are good games. I know some people will say they're bad games. They're not bad games. They're good games. Or at least the first one was. But Horizon is the James Cameron's Avatar of video games. Because the first Horizon game, it sold like 24 million copies. That's a lot of copies. Like, it's so much that I, you know the number off the top of my head. Just because of how ridiculous it is. For Horizon. A game that people don't really talk about. And while the second one didn't hit those numbers, I want to say the second one still sold like 8-something million. I want to say it's like 8 million. That's not bad at all. But it's just, nobody really talks about the Horizon games. They don't really have like a massive cultural impact or anything. They're the Avatar movies, but for video games. And while people keep saying, "Oh, stop trying to make Horizons work," it's clear Horizons is working. It's like the Avatar thing. Nobody would tell James Cameron not to do another Avatar. Like, it's clearly working. I know some people look at multiplayer game and are like, "Oh, well, you know, Sony, welcome back Concord 2. This isn't... I don't think this is going to be Concord 2. I definitely hope that Sony... I know Sony has at least learned some lessons from Concord based on the fact that they've canceled other multiplayer games. So, like, they were having... I mean, there was The Last of Us multiplayer, but I swear there was something else. Maybe something new that, like, Bungie was working on. That's not Marathon. That I think that also got canceled. Just because, you know, not everybody... It all comes down to, why would somebody come and play your new multiplayer game when they've already invested so much of their time and money into another multiplayer game, like Fortnite, or Apex, or Counter-Strike 2. Counter-Strike Global Offensive? Whatever Counter-Strike is. Right? Why would somebody play your multiplayer? Especially when it's only got multiplayer. Like, for me, that's Splatoon. You know, why would I pick up, you know, Fortnite or something when I've put the past 10 years into Splatoon? And those games have, like, single player and whatnot, which I care more about. Because that was what killed the first Titanfall for me. Is the first Titanfall didn't have single player, and that sucked. And when it was just multiplayer only, that was boring. But then the second one had a story mode, and the story mode was fucking great. But no, instead we got Apex Legends, and the rest is history. I would love another story mode in Titanfall 3, but I don't think that's ever going to happen. Instead, we got High Guard, which... It's another multiplayer game that nobody's going to play. Even though someone pointed out, at its peak... 700 players were playing Concord. Even High Guard right now, at its low, is still at least over 1,000. I don't know how much over 1,000, but I at least know it's over 1,000. Yeah, I understand the you know, oh wow, another boring multiplayer game. Totally righteous concern. And yeah, I would rather just have them have made Horizon 3. But multiplayer games make the money. They're very high risk, very high reward. The problem is, they're mostly just high reward for Epic. Very few other companies can pull it off. And even companies that have, like Microsoft and Activision Blizzard, are doing worse for wear nowadays. I don't know how well Blackout 7 did. I definitely heard nobody talk about it. Ew. So what other things outside of the Horizon do I expect? I don't think we'll see... what's it called? Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophecy. I think it's too early. I don't think that's a this year game. That's a next year game. At the earliest. We could potentially... Here's the thing. I think there's like a 1% chance we see GTA 6. Because between Xbox and PlayStation, GTA 6 is going to be at a PlayStation showcase. But I think if it is coming out this year, I think it's too early to see it. Next year, or, you know, next State of Play in, like, May, then yeah, maybe. But right now, at this point, I think it's too early. But that's never stopped them before. Because we'll know by May if it's getting delayed or not. They'll announce the delay in May. But yeah, I don't think Bloodborne or Bloodborne Remaster or anything, I don't think we're gonna get anything like that. I know the people crave Bloodborne Remaster. Or just put fucking Bloodborne on PC, that's all we ask. I don't think it's happening. It's gonna be cool when it does, but that day ain't today. Oh, you're fucking kidding me. That's why I didn't build a snowman on the cliffs. That's why I've intentionally avoided it for the past, like, month, or for the past, like, 3 days. I wish I could just hold the button and just, like, keep moving forwards, but no, that doesn't work. Yeah, I don't really have that many PlayStation predictions. Yes, I am hooked up more into the PlayStation ecosystem than I am Xbox. But, yeah, I just don't really have anything for PlayStation. There's that, what's that one game, Little Devil Inside, that, you know, got announced years ago. We saw trailers for, like, a year, and then it just went quiet. And I don't think we've heard anything since. That'd be one, like, re-reveal it, give us a release date. That'd be cool. You know what does come out in 2 days? Little Gator game DLC. Into the Dark. It could show, I could see that showing up in a sizzle reel. Because I think the game did finally come out on PlayStation. I doubt it, but to be fair, I didn't even know it was coming out until like a week or two ago when I saw it on the eShop. I need to play through. If it wasn't for Animal Crossing, I would have replayed Little Gator game. I don't know if we'd stream it. I don't know if it would have been an in-chat thing, but I have been wanting to replay Little Gator game. And now I'm just kind of waiting for the DLC to come out to see if they do anything like new to the base game. Because it is a really good game. If you've never played a Little Gator game, it's basically Breath of the Wild, but on like a much smaller scale. There's not really like bosses or anything like that. And it's just kids playing make-believe. But, you know, it uses a lot of like the Breath of the Wild, like climbing mechanics, language. No weapon durability. Super simple, got a very compelling story, some real likable characters, and a good ending. And yeah, the DLC seems like a lot of fun. Because we're going underground. You know, if Breath of the Wild was all about exploring the world, then Tears of the Kingdom added underground. Little Gator game's doing the same thing. They're adding underground. But it's just a DLC and not a sequel. Because that was the last thing that got announced before the Switch came out. Was the Little Gator game DLC. It was either before the Switch came out or before the Switch 2 Direct. It was probably before the Switch 2 Direct. Like, if the Switch 2 Direct was April 4th, then the Little Gator game DLC got announced April 3rd. What else could be at a PlayStation showcase? I mentioned it earlier, there's been rumors for a long time that we were going to get a 2D God of War. And I think that makes sense. You know, it was something that was bound to happen eventually. Is there any way to make this go? I hate that we have to, every time we have to break it twice. We got it, because we got to turn it into a corner and then cut it. Actually, now that I'm thinking about ways to cheat it. There we go. Yeah, I could see that 2D God of War, whatever it ends up being. I could see that being announced. Because I'm down for 2D God of War. I would also, if it wasn't a 2D, if it was just a remaster, I'd also be down for that. Because I haven't played any of the old God of Wars. Despite owning a PS2, I didn't have God of War. You know, I was playing GTA, not God of War. And, you know, I played Shadow of the Colossus. That was my big PlayStation game. But God, did I love that game. I wonder what... Have we seen whatever Blue Point's been up to recently? I don't know. You know what game we do have? Soros, the new Housemarque game. I think it's Housemarque. I don't know. I definitely see that showing up, because that comes out in, like, April. I don't know. It looks good from everything we've seen. I saw someone make a joke, The Last of Us TV show remastered. That's funny. That's a funny joke. Does PlayStation have a racing game? It's Gran Turismo, right? I feel like it's been a long time since the last Gran Turismo. I know, like last year, there at one of the State of Plays, they talked about Gran Turismo's anniversary. But maybe it's time for a new one? Because it's been a long time. And didn't they make that movie that nobody watched? I think they did. I don't see, though, any classic series coming back. No Sly Coopers. No Jak and Daxters. No Crash Bandicoots. I mean, that's basically owned by Microsoft now. I could see Microsoft game coming to PlayStation. You know, they were at the Nintendo Showcase last week. Maybe they finally announced Starfield. Maybe, you know, at some point in a sizzle reel South of Midnight shows up. Because that was announced to be coming to PlayStation, and we heard that at the Game Awards when they won, and that was kind of it. I can't think of anything else, but I know there's other stuff. Definitely something indie. I have to get a drink real quick. There we go. I can't think of anything else for PlayStation. I've never been good at PlayStation prediction. To be fair, I'm not that accurate at Nintendo prediction either. But I still do make a lot of predictions. There was actually a story that I saw earlier today. I don't remember where from, but someone was like, hey, there's going to be another Nintendo Direct this month. That at the end of the month, Nintendo will be doing a main Direct. You know, that'll have first-party games. I don't fucking believe it. I mean, it'd be nice, because it kind of sucks, because if we don't get anything this month, we probably won't get anything until June. Because normally Nintendo does like an indie showcase in April or May. You know, usually they do like a small thing. And then we have to wait until June. Usually the big things are February, June, and September. And that's it. And usually you got that giant dry period from October through January, and that sucks every year. But, you know, this isn't the first time they've skipped a February Direct. And they don't make that kind of thing up. This isn't like, you know, this is like missing sleep. Like, if you don't sleep, you can't just make up the sleep by doing more sleep later. No, once it's gone, it's gone. Even though, again, there were a lot of rumors about a mainline Direct. And then, like, Nate the Hate was talking about it. And then like a few days later, he was like, nope, never mind, it's just a partner showcase. But those original direct rumors came from somewheres. I don't know, there's a part of me that thinks they're probably waiting until after the Mario movie. And I get that. I am excited for the Mario movie. I worry it's doing too much. Because that was a problem with the first movie as well, is they kind of did a lot. And they didn't really explain that much. Not that it really bothered me. I mean, Mario is just hero saves princess from dragon. I don't really need to know how the world building works. I don't need a hard magic system from the Mario movie, if you catch my drift. Some critics would disagree. God, doing these cliffs. We've been working on these cliffs for like 30 minutes. These take forever. Because we got done with everything like real quick with the rocks and everything. I finished that up right fast. Oh my gosh. Oh shit. So yeah, I have not. I'll keep thinking about PlayStation stuff. So I've been continuing the Bobaverse. I'm almost done with book 3. I've got like 20 minutes left, and I just haven't finished it. Or, well, correction, I was working on it, and then, you know, we had to get this started. So I was like, okay, with just a few chapters left, I'll stop here. You know, I putzed around for a little bit and waited until 7 o'clock, and then we got started. Yeah, it's all, like, I mean, we'll see, I'll see how it plays out. But so far, it's still good. And I know Operation Bounce House came out today. I was going to start it, but I was like, you know what, let me finish the Bobaverse stuff. The next book is like almost twice as long as the previous 3. Not combined, obviously. But, like, most of the Bobaverse books are, like, 8 hours, audiobook. The 4th book is, like, 16 hours. So the next one is long. But I'll get to work on that. But I might stop, do Operation Bounce House, and then I'll go back. Not that I will be working on it today, because I've got to do the finale. Oh boy, do I have to work on the finale. I mean, just for the 1 minute, just to put it into perspective, the 1 minute of footage I currently have is like, I want to say it's like 40 minutes of video. You know, because I don't just record the one clip. I, you know, build the set, do the recording for the scenes, and then get all the scenes together. So I do basically expect the final part to kind of be the same way. Where I'm going to have to do it all together. And so I'll probably have to record for, again, like an hour or so. Just to get like 2 minutes of usable footage. Oh god, it keeps going. I thought like, oh yeah, we only have like 3 rows left. No, we've got closer to like 6. So reviews came out for Mario Tennis today. It's reviewing exactly like I expected it to. I think it's sitting around like a 75 on OpenCritic, and that's more or less where I expected it. Maybe I expected it to be like a little higher, like closer to an 80, but I expected it still to be in that 70s range. I don't know, man. Mario Tennis is one of those things that Nintendo makes, you know, every few years. And yet they never seem to get any better. They like peaked back during the GameCube, and they just keep making them. And while sometimes they have some good ideas, most of the time it's just like, oh, well, you know, we're gonna switch things up a little bit. We're gonna add in like one new gimmick and that's about it. But I still am actually, even with those scores and everything, I am still kind of interested in Mario Tennis Fever. If only because, you know, I've got a Switch 2. I want to play games on the thing. You know, so far we've just been playing... Yes, we've gotten some new stuff, and some good new stuff. I think people who say that the Switch 2 has no games are full of shit. Like, there are plenty of games. But I just kind of want more stuff to play on the console. And to that end, you know, I might just pick it up anyways. I don't know. The big thing killing me is the price point. Oh, we only have 2 rows left. Okay, I thought we had more. I mean, okay, I think we still have one more, but we're a lot closer than it looks. Alright, I think that's this part. Yeah, more or less. Maybe we'll hit down here and just kind of work on, just to kind of get a line. Yeah, that'll help it. Because there was just this little, like, outbounding, and that gets rid of that, so that'll save us some future time. Yeah, that's now even more space for stuff to spawn. Alright, let's clear off our construction. We'll head down to the hotel. Let's go to Red's first. Let's go do that. We'll go hit up Red, see whatever he's got to offer, and then we'll go do all that. Oh, you're a tourist. Zoe. Oh, we got Leaf as well. Oof. Alright, ABD, what do you got? Let's get some new reactions. 'Cause I need those. Oh, you know what came out today, speaking of games? Ed McMillan's new game, New Gen X. I do want to play that. I'm also interested in playing Cairn? I think it's pronounced Cairn. It's a climbing game. Because the last climbing game I played, I really liked. The one... Oh god, what was it called? Do I have Brick Fence? Let me double check that real quick. Oh, let me... Ooh, that was a weird cover. But yeah, I did the last climbing game, which I don't even remember what it was called. I did enjoy. And so Karen kind of seems interesting. I see it on PlayStation. But Mugenics is PC only. There's also that Souls-like. Where would it... okay, I do have brick fences. Good, good. There's also a Souls-like, like 2D Zelda game that came out. Either today, or it comes out in the next few days, or it came out recently. I'm not entirely sure, but that's also on my radar. Alright, what do you got? Oh, good. Okay, I need 2 sugar cane. That actually saves me time. I wish I could custom how many I would buy. It changes for a future game. Changes for the future game. Yeah, as always, there are just so many games, and just never enough time. I guess I didn't water these earlier. I thought I did. Because you don't need that many of these plants. Like, if you watched my previous series, I had a bunch of potatoes, a bunch of sugarcane, tomatoes, pumpkins. You don't need any of that. I definitely do recommend buying a bunch of pumpkins at first. Then once you find out what color they are, you know, keep a few of each, like keep like 3 of each, and then you're good. You don't need that much more than that. Oh, hey, it's Judy. Let's go say hi to Judy real quick. Hey, Judy. And then we have not gotten a single thing from Celeste tonight. I've been listening, and so far I don't think I've heard a single meteor. I don't think my volume is that low. Yeah, I hear everything else more or less fine. I'm just kind of surprised, because I was fully expecting we'd hear something. Alright, let's see. What do you have for us, Red? Fake. I need to get a better look at that earring, but it looks like a star, so I think it's also fake. Oh god, yeah, that's so fake. Again, it's only 5,000, but you gotta buy something, so that way he cycles. Because if you don't buy anything, he won't cycle out until Monday. Ah, I just had an idea. Does that work? I don't think that works, but that might work. Alright, let's go by the hotel. Hey, we got a thing for planting produce. We'll go to the hotel, then we'll talk to Judy, and we'll call it. Or, not Judy, Leaf. We'll buy some stuff from Leaf. I'm always running on the dock, and it just scares away stuff so quickly. No, nothing too interesting. Good to see ya. What do you say? You want to help with the guest room? Sure. Got 2 ideas. A kiddie room or a dreamy? Let's do a dreamy room. Alright, let's see. What do we got here? Oh, yeah, we gotta enter the thing. We'll throw them all in the middle, and they're having like a little council. I need a better carpet. What other... Yeah, it's better. Let's get a rug then. And over here, oops. Are these frosted pretzels? I had chocolate covered pretzels recently. Oh, so good. I know some people don't like pretzels, but nah, I disagree. I think pretzels are great. What other variants do we... Okay, there we go. That's more in line with what I was looking for. I know that makes the room more childish, but it's kind of a child's room. Nah, I guess it's fine there. I guess that's fine. I mean, it's not very complicated as rooms go. But that's fine. Alright, there's our screenshot. Yeah. My big thing is I'm trying to do something different with the bed each time. Like, I know one time we put beds off to the side. This time I'm doing beds on opposite ends. I know we've done beds in the middle. You know, I'm trying to experiment with the beds. Because I very much have a tendency to either go in the middle or in the corner. Maybe one day we'll switch it up and we'll put beds at the start. Now room's ready for you tomorrow. Hey, old lady. You got anything good? Probably not. You never do. It's, you know, it's supposed to change daily. I don't think it does. It's been at the same stuff all week. At least I thought it was. I mean, these two things change daily, but nothing else does. Making things, aren't you? That's so cool. Alright, let's go hit up Leaf. I don't know exactly what I need. I'm doing it based off memory. So I'm gonna kind of wing it. But I think that'll be fine. I know we definitely need to get rid of these. Even if I just move them down a little bit. What are these? Cargo shorts. And frozen floor tiles. Ooh. That's new. Alright, and then we'll get rid of this. So right now I bushes from Leaf. Oh, the hedge recipe! Oh, that's nice. Do I want... Okay, do I want to do just one color? I think I just want to do one color. We'll go with the red because it's a starker color. We'll do 10. And then I think we're going to use brick. You know, it matches the red, I guess. Alright, let's get out our shovel. Right here. Right here. And then it's a question of how... Okay, well, corners. I guess we work around the corners. So we do that first. Oh, I saw that. At least I think I saw that. Hey, bud, what's up? Yeah, like what? Touchdown. Yeah, sure, why not? You even champion touchdown. If I'm correct, that counts as a villager quest. Which maybe, potentially, gets us our last thing. Okay, there's a shrub one. Okay, maybe not. Okay, no, that doesn't. Usually it's anything that has a thought bubble counts as like a villager quest. Usually. Yep, let's craft. Let's... fuck it, let's do brick. I feel like... let's start off with 20. We'll probably need more than that, but let's start there. No, okay, we can't custom... I know some of the fencing we can customize. So, like, we build one right there. And it'll look better once they're fully grown. I at least want to go 2... Do I want to go 2 or 3 out? We'll start off with 2. And we'll see how that looks. I guess maybe we should use this as a branching off point. Because, yeah, we'll presumably have a pathway there. Okay, we're gonna need at least 10 more. Probably? I don't know, I might also just be straight up using the wrong type of fence as well. That maybe this looks better with... Because the brick kind of seems high. Where's that hedge? Let me learn that hedge DIY before I forget it. The hedge DIY always looks nice. That's another good looking one. Again, it'll look better once they're grown. And maybe we'll buy one more bush just to put right there. Just to kind of... We can either finish the wall or we can put a bush there. But I think a bush would actually look better. I know that makes things uneven, but that's fine. So yeah, once those all grow up... Yeah, that's good. Let's make like 10 more fences. See, this is why I always say clay. Like, out of everything we always toss out when we hit the rocks, clay is like the one thing I try to keep. In theory, because, you know, we can always use clay. I wonder if they would look better. Because now that I'm doing it like this... I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that look. I don't know if I want straight lines or cornered lines. I guess we'll see. What they don't know cannot hurt them. Yeah, that's still fine. I don't know. We'll have to wait for everything to grow, obviously, to see how it all looks. But again, I just saw this on Reddit or TikTok, one of those places the other day, and I was like, oh, that looks good. And then obviously we branch out a path from here. I'm not gonna make the path yet, but you know, obviously it would... Do we have to... Yeah, we have to... Do we have... Yeah, the path to the house is one wide. Fuck. It's either one or it's three. It's technically our choice. And, you know, maybe I'll replace this with something else other than dirt one of these days. But yeah, so you've got, you know, an uneven path to enter. But outside of that, I think everything else is fine. Alright, that's our quick construction. Fun with fences. Wow, you don't actually need to place that many fences. Ah, we're losing the bubble one. I mean, we could always go back and put it back up there. The bubble one's the fun one. Alright, let's go back to the house. And let's call it for today. I still got plenty of... Okay, I was gonna say, we're flying blind here. That's not good. And clearly it was not. House is still a mess. Surprise, surprise, what else is new? Alright, what do I want? I don't know. Maybe we'll go take a pair of pounds off the wall. Oh, that's dumb. Look at us. We're every person. We're every guy who complained about the halftime show at the Super Bowl yesterday. Okay, no, those don't work. Those work a little better. What a fucking mess of a house. Luckily, though, we won't be streaming by the time the final Happy Home Paradise thing comes in. So we don't have to worry about it. Yeah, fuck it. We'll wear this. Alright, so, we got 3 days left. Wednesday, Thursday. I think so. 28, 29, 30. Yeah, we got 3 days left. And then that's kind of it. You know, I may have a surprise, but that'll come later. My goal is, you know, finish the cliffs either tomorrow or the day after. I don't know. It's not hard. It's just kind of, it takes a while. But other than that, that shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, a beard. That would help. We got to do that. And then we'll continue working on the hotel. Maybe they'll eventually give us something good. I doubt it, but you never know. Maybe we'll do at least one more Happy Home Paradise at some point. I gotta do a little bit of cleaning out, but I'll get there. Before you know it, we'll be at the finale. It'll come up quicker than you think. But yeah, with that, I'm gonna end off. I'm gonna go work on the finale for this season. Because, yeah, I still got plenty of work to do, but that's the fun of it. So with that, I hope you all enjoyed. Stay tuned for more. Till next time, peace.